Good evening, friends. I'm Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia, and it gives me enormous pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards. While wine is best enjoyed together, I'm heartened nonetheless that we are able to gather virtually to toast the best of BC wines today. When the Honourable Iona Campagnola initiated the Wine Awards in 2003, her hope was to boost what was at the time a small but flourishing industry, ripe with potential, rich in innovative ideas, and with a passion to share the best of our province. Her honor's initial vision has matured to become the largest and longest-running wine competition in BC, with an ever-increasing number of annual entries. I couldn't be more delighted with the growth in interest, the boost to the provincial economy, and the stellar reputation that fine BC wines enjoy around the world. Your industry has faced significant challenges in recent years, with forest fires, unpredictable weather, and the operational complexities brought about by the pandemic. I've thought frequently of all of you who've dealt with smoke and sweltering heat in wine-growing regions throughout BC and persevered nonetheless. This event is a celebration of your tireless work, your commitment to creativity and craftsmanship, and your courage in the most challenging of circumstances. You're an inspiration to all of us. I'm proud to serve BC wines exclusively at Government House, proud to promote your industry to our guests from across Canada and around the world, and thanks are also due to our judges, all distinguished sommeliers and wine educators, as well as to Okanagan Wine Festival's chair, Heather Courtney, and General Manager Elan Morris for their outstanding leadership. And of course, to all the sponsors, winery owners, winemakers, and staff. Congratulations to all who have contributed to the enormous success of BC's wine industry, with special thanks and ongoing encouragement to all the entrants in the 2021 awards. I'm deeply honored to serve as your patron. Thank you. Hajka Siyam.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards ceremony. I'm your host for the evening, Ingo O'Grady. Again this year, we gather virtually to recognize and celebrate the best in BC wine. The 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards competition saw a record number of entries at 812, representing more BC wineries than ever before. There were a total of 28 categories. The event was held in Kelowna from September 8th to 10th, with 14 highly respected judges from across North America. COVID-19 safety protocols remained in place this year, and the judging panel was remarkable in their willingness to adapt and accomplish the mission put before them. Thank you to this year's judging panel. Thank you also to our generous sponsors, Valley First, Tricor Braun, Container World, and Argus Properties. And most especially, thank you to all of the BC wineries who submitted wines into this year's competition. A few words about our judges. The BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Award judges are a diverse group of wine experts from many different professional areas. Winemakers, wine educators, wine writers, sommeliers, and wine retailers, all who have two things in common: a passion for wine and daily exposure to it. They're chosen for their immersion in the world of wine, with regular tastings of many wines as an integral part of their professional life.
San Francisco Magazine has called Alder the wine world's brightest cyberstar, and he's widely accepted as a pioneer of wine blogging. Alder has been publishing on his website vinography.com daily since 2004, which has been awarded by the James Beard Foundation. He's also the author of The Essence of Wine. Barbara Phillip, MW, became the first Canadian woman to achieve the Master of Wine designation in 2007. She's currently category manager for BC Liquor Stores, where she's responsible for the European wine selections. Through Barbarian Wine Consulting, Barb works as an international presenter, journalist, and judge. Brad specializes in trade consulting and holds diplomas from the International Sommelier Guild, the Wine and Spirit Education Trust, and sommelier certification from the Court of Master Sommeliers. He has won multiple awards for his wine programs from Wine Spectator, Wine Enthusiast, World of Fine Wine, and the Vancouver Wine Festival. DJ has trained over 1,000 sommeliers throughout North America, judged and presented around the world, and tasted thousands of wines in pursuit of quality and value. She's been the drink editor for Vancouver Magazine, the chief judge for several wine competitions, and contributes to winealign.ca. Tim has been covering the wine and dining scene in BC for over 30 years. Tim writes for his own hiredbally.com as well as for various news outlets. He's a judge for the Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards and judges regularly for the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards, the All-Canadian Wine Championships, and other competitions.
On behalf of our vintners, we applaud the dedication of our judges. We will be meeting more of them later in the program. You might notice a difference with this year's awards. With much input from wineries across BC, the decision was made to eliminate the bronze medal category. This was done to increase the distinction of receiving a BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Award in 2021. Winning wines were awarded in 4 categories: silver, gold, platinum, and of course, Wine of the Year. So let's get started. A silver winning wine is recognized as a perfectly well-made wine that provides an enjoyable drinking experience. Here to introduce this year's silver medal winners is Flavia Arden-Kilger of Container World.
Good evening. My name is Flavia Arden-Kilger. I am Container World's Business Development and Customer Relations Manager. We are honored to be part of the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards again this year. Over the last 18 months, Container World's team members and myself have reached out and spoken to many of you. We've listened and improved our processes to better service you and your winery's changing needs. I know many of you have just finished picking and crush. Great new wines for the coming years are being produced as we listen to the winners tonight. I am hopeful that in the near future, we will be able to have our wine events in person once again. This evening, I am standing here at our Kelowna facility. Our trucks have dropped off and picked up wines at many of your wineries today. Our operations here in Kelowna are 6 days a week, 20 hours a day. Our Richmond warehouse operates 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Our cross-dock facilities in Kamloops and in Victoria are at your service 5 days a week. As many of you already know, Container World services include storage in our centralized warehouse in Richmond and distribution with our subsidiary company, Commercial Logistics, throughout BC and to connect logistics in Alberta every day throughout the year. Container World started out 28 years ago as a freight forwarder. Our founder and majority shareholder, Dennis Christmas, quickly added a centralized warehouse to provide storage and distribution solutions to the BC liquor industry. Container World grew alongside the BC wine industry. Our freight forwarding team still provides ocean freight solutions around the globe and trucking across North America, bringing in, for example, imported goods, wine barrels and glass to BC and to your doorstep. Container World has been a sponsor of the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards for 14 years. We support Okanagan wine festivals and the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards because we are proud of BC wineries and honored that we are a part of this growing, exciting and evolving industry. The Okanagan Wine Festivals and the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards is important because it showcases the best of your wines. These awards put BC wines in the spotlight. And now, I am pleased to present to you the Silver Medal Awards of the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards.
Congratulations to the silver medal winners.
Jeff is a longtime Calgary-based wine merchant, writer, broadcaster, and wine and food instructor. Jeff has been published in numerous magazines, including Gourmet, Vines, and Orange Live, to name a few. He regularly appears on local television networks to talk about wines and spirits, and he has traveled the world extensively as a wine writer and buyer. Treve is a wine writer and editor, judge and speaker, and perpetual traveler. She's been writing professionally since 2001, and her work has been published in World of Fine Wine, Meininger's Wine Business International, Wine and Spirits, Sommelier Magazine, Wine Enthusiast, and many others. She is the executive editor at Gismondi on Wine and is an established wine judge around the world. Gurvinder is the wine editor for Quench, Canada's most widely distributed wine and food publication, a wine columnist for Global TV Edmonton, a wine and food consultant, and an international wine judge. In 2015, Gurvinder was named by Alberta Venture magazine as one of Alberta's 50 most influential people. Ian is a long-standing wine educator and has been teaching the Wine and Spirit Education Trust courses since 2002. He has also consulted for some of North America's largest wine companies wanting to incorporate WSET curriculum into their staff training. Ian achieved the WSET diploma in 2001, French wine scholar in 2014, and is a Cavallero in the Port Wine Brotherhood. With over 20 years of experience, Mark represents the pinnacle of culinary excellence and is the executive chef, sommelier of Waterfront Restaurant and Wine Bar. Mark is a graduate from the Dubril Culinary Institute. In 2001, he was accepted into the coveted Sommelier Guild, making him one of very few chefs in Canada with this level of skill in food and wine pairing.
Up next, we have the gold medal wines. A gold-winning wine is recognized as an accomplished wine with considerable personality, character, and complexity. Here to introduce the gold medal category is Andrew Botin of Trico Braun.
Hey everyone, good evening. Hope you're all enjoying the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards show. My name is Andrew Botin, and I'm Senior Vice President for Trico Braun Wine Pack. I'm honored to say that during my tenure with Trico Braun, the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards and the Okanagan Wine Festival are events that we have been able to support year after year. We view this partnership not only as an opportunity to support our winery partners showcasing their amazing wines, but also as a way to encourage wine lovers from around the world to connect with the best wineries in British Columbia. Since 1902, Trico Braun has continually evolved to provide our customers with exceptional products and services based on their packaging needs. Today, we are more than 1,000 team members working together to build an undisputed global packaging leader. With access to multiple global sources for packaging, private and stock molds, capsules and stealth enclosures from Amcor, and the strongest customer service support in the industry, Trico Braun Wine Pack is ready to be your chosen packaging partner.
And now, I'm pleased to present the gold medal winners of the 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards. Please join Trico Braun Wine Pack in congratulating the winners.
Congratulations to the gold medal winners.
A highly respected veteran of the Vancouver restaurant scene, Sebastien now brings his expertise to Cactus Club's operations management team. Sebastien has received numerous accolades, including Western Living Sommelier of the Year in 2008, and the BC Restaurant and Food Services Association and International Sommelier Guild Sommelier of the Year Awards in 2006. Emily is a key player in the BC wine scene, having run some of Vancouver's top wine programs. She now oversees the wine program at Naramata Inn, where she pours her passion into creating authentic, memorable, and always approachable food and wine pairing experiences. As an independent wine consultant, Emily directs the wine program for the Tap and Barrel group of restaurants. Reese Pender MW is a wine educator, freelance wine writer, wine judge, and consultant to the industry. Working in the wine trade since age 14, Reese's career has included experience in the vineyard, cellar, wine retail, education, and hospitality. In 2010, Reese became Canada's youngest Master of Wine and was awarded the Taranceau Tonnellerie Award for Best Production of Wine Paper. Sid is globally recognized for his extensive wine and food knowledge and his tasting memory. He's a frequent panelist and educator about wine and food around the world. Sid is the only Canadian to be inducted as a membre d'honneur of l'Académie du Vin de Bordeaux and awarded Gourmet of the Year by the Society of Bacchus America. He has been promoted by the French government from Chevalier to officer status in the Ordre du Mérite Agricole.
The success of our competition is due largely to the panel of judges that we're able to assemble. Thank you once again to all judges. We've now arrived at the time of the evening when we announce the Platinum Award winners. A Platinum winning wine is recognized as an excellent wine with great personality and is a classic example of its style and variety. And here to introduce the Platinum Medal category is Simon Mills of Valley First, presenting sponsor of the Okanagan Wine Festival Society.
Good evening. My name is Simon Mills and I'm the Director of Commercial Banking for Valley First, a division of the First West Credit Union. This is a special night and I'm thrilled to be joining you virtually this year. Valley First is a premier provider of banking and investment services for residents and businesses in the Okanagan, Similkameen and Thompson Valleys. As a division of the First West Credit Union, BC's third largest credit union, with 46 branches throughout the province, Valley First brings innovative products, extensive expertise and local decision making to the banking experience. It's so exciting to be a part of these awards, and Valley First is proud to be a long-standing presenting sponsor of the Okanagan Wine Festival Society. It is important to us not only to support the Society, but also the BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards competition, as it resonates with us and our mission to help our communities thrive. Supporting the business community has always been at the heart of what Valley First is about, going all the way back to the original inception of our credit union, where business owners first got together to create accessible savings and loans options for local businesses. We believe in acting locally and making decisions from across the desk, not from across the country. Valley First covers the Thompson, Okanagan, and Similkameen regions. Island Savings is our part of the Island Way, and Envision Financial is a Fraser Valley staple. We understand the importance of the wine industry driving our economy, creating jobs, putting the Okanagan on the tourism map, and not to mention creating some fantastic world-class wines. Now, I'm pleased to present Platinum winners of the 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine Awards.
Arrowleaf Cellars Riesling 2019. Burrowing Owl Estate Winery Syrah 2019. Cedar Creek Estate Winery Platinum Home Block Rosé 2020. Chain Reaction Winery Tailwind Pinot Gris 2019. Enrico Winery Shining Armor Pinot Gris 2020. Inniskillen Okanagan Estate Winery Estate Riesling Ice Wine 2018. Kismet Estate Winery Cabernet Franc Reserve 2018. Liquidity Wines Rosé 2020. Mon Farms Estate Winery Raspberry Table Wine 2020. Mission Hill Family Estate Terroir Collection Vista's Edge Cabernet Franc 2019. Mission Hill Family Estate Perpetua 2019. Mount Boucherie Estate Winery Original Vine Semillon 2020. Mount Boucherie Estate Winery Reserve Syrah 2018. Silhouette Estate Winery Boyd Classic Cuvée Non-Vintage. Silk Scarf Winery Syrah Viognier 2017. Spearhead Winery Pinot Noir Saddle Block 2019. Spearhead Winery Pinot Noir Cuvée 2019. Spearhead Winery Pinot Noir Golden Retreat 2019. Tantalus Vineyards Chardonnay 2018. Three Sisters Winery Rebecca 2019.
These are the top 20 wines of 812 entries. Congratulations to the Platinum Medal winners. As with any wine judging event, it takes a small village to accomplish. While the judges are completing their important work, there's an entire backroom team organizing thousands of bottles of wine, tasting for falls, and setting up the tasting flights. These are the unsung heroes of this annual competition. To convey the scope of the backroom process, here's a time lapse that was taken over the 5 days of competition. Thank you to the backroom team for your hard work. Since its inception, the Okanagan Wine Festival Society has striven to support the BC wine industry and recognize those who have gone above and beyond to do the same. The Harry McWaters Founders Award is given annually to a deserving recipient from the BC wine industry. This year marks the 36th year that this honor has been presented. The award recognizes outstanding, innovative, and selfless contributions to the wine and grape growing industry. And it acknowledges pioneers of BC wine. Honorees represent all sectors of the industry. I would now like to introduce Christalee McWaters to present this year's Harry McWaters Founders Award.
Thank you, Ingo, and good evening, everyone. I am honored this evening to present this year's Harry McWaters Founders Award. I'm sure many of you knew my dad and know that he was one of the biggest champions for our British Columbia wine industry. In 1980, he and a small group of individuals in the tourism industry had the foresight to get together and create a festival that not only celebrated our young, emerging industry, but more importantly, extended the tourist season and kept our winery cash registers ringing. I know that he was extremely proud of just how far the festival and the industry has come over the past 40 years. In 1985, my dad created the Founders Award to celebrate individuals who have made a significant contribution unselfishly for the betterment and growth of the BC grape and wine industry. The process of awarding this honor has been the same since day one. Individuals are nominated by all wineries. Those nominees are then presented to a panel of past Founder Award recipients, none of which know who the other panelists are, and the recipient is then voted for. I am absolutely thrilled to announce this year's recipient, as they are not only a huge supporter and advocate of our industry, and more importantly, is an amazing friend to me and my entire family. The recipient of this year's Harry McWaters Founders Award has been covering the BC wine and dining scene for 30 years. He's been an avid supporter of the BC wine industry that entire time. He's passionate about our industry, the people, the stories, and is devoted to increasing the awareness and appreciation of local wines. Our 2021 honoree writes, tweets, and shoots his own images for his website, as well as for various news outlets, including Bitis BC Magazine, BC Liquor Store's Taste Magazine, Quench Magazine, and Monte Cristo. He wrote extensively for the Vancouver Courier for over 25 years, as well as for Where Vancouver and the North Shore News. A frequent wine judge, he is the founding judge of the BC Lieutenant Governor's Award for Excellence in Wine. He regularly judges at the BC LG Wine Awards, All Canadian Wine Championship, and Vancouver Magazine Restaurant Awards. In 2020, he was honored with the Wine Growers British Columbia Industry Recognition Award. Additionally, in 2012, he was inducted as a Friend of the Industry into the BC Restaurant and Food Services Association Hall of Fame. He's also a founding member and a former director of the British Columbia Hospitality Industry Foundation. This year, I'm pleased to announce the Harry McWaters Founders Award is presented to Tim Pawsey, aka the Hired Belly. Tim and my dad were longtime friends, and they shared countless conversations and bottles of wine about the evolving BC wine industry over the years. Tim is disappointed that he's unable to be here in person this evening due to a previous commitment. However, he is able to join us by video. Congratulations, Tim.
Thank you, Christalee, and thank you to the Okanagan Wine Festivals. I can't tell you how beyond thrilled I am to be honored with this award, named for your father, Krista Lee. You know, there aren't too many days that go by when your dad's name doesn't pop up somewhere. So in that respect, this award seems to me to be particularly poignant. The BC wine industry today is not short on personalities, both large and small. Because after all, wine truly is ultimately about people and place. And that, beyond the extraordinary, ever-increasing quality in the bottle, is what continues to make the BC wine story so exciting. I consider myself so truly lucky in that my journey with this industry has seen many a milestone, and more than a few included Harry McWatters, who, often as not, was front and center. Back in the days when believers were few and budgets a whole lot smaller than they are today, media and wine buyers would head to the Okanagan by bus. Today it's hard for some younger folk to grasp, but there was a time when BC wine was a really tough sell in Vancouver, so we'd all pack onto a 52-seater and be driven to the Okanagan. Chances were we would run into Harry at least once along the way, if not more. On one particular memorable trip, Harry had arranged for his latest wine to be on board the bus. We had never heard of it before. An off-dry white blend, Harry had named it Poteau, ingeniously intended to be a shoo-in for the growing Asian dining market. I think that was the first and last we saw of it, as Sumac Ridge Gewurz fortuitously turned out to be the far bigger success story. Harry was, of course, the consummate salesman who never missed a chance to proselytize on the virtues of the Okanagan. But he was also one of the first to take a show on the road at a time when winemakers' dinners were not that common and were the domain of a select, elite few. Harry's frequent trips to Vancouver changed all that. His straightforward manner, in which he talked to people about wine in a way that they could easily understand, had a huge influence on me and how, in turn, I shaped my various columns over the years. So, for that reason in particular, as well as many, many others, I am really touched by this award. Thank you. I am truly, truly honored.
Thank you, Krista Lee, and congratulations to Tim Pawsey. Well, everyone, the moment we have all been waiting for is here. Our Wine of the Year is recognized as an exceptional wine with first-rate personality that stands out among its peers. With us again to present the 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor's Wine of the Year is Her Honor, Janet Austin.
I am thrilled to announce that the winner of the 2021 BC Lieutenant Governor Wine of the Year is the 2018 Old Vines Riesling from Tantalus. Congratulations and cheers.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us to recognize and celebrate all of the winners. It has been an honor and a privilege to be with you this evening. Good night.